Hello again to all my friends and a handful of haters in the back. What's up? It's the High Fashion Hippie and I'm back with another video. This is the season 13 Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 1. I was just kind of like putting off doing the review because I'm like, I ain't even reviewed the whole season because the whole season really wasn't shit. So, I mean, like, you know, I definitely watched it because it really wasn't nothing else to watch. So I watched it. Really, I didn't review this whole season. Even when I was like, oh my God, I need to review this episode. I just was like, why? Like, it's really not even like that deep. Only thing that's happening that's really just worth speaking on to me, shout out to Candy, I guess, if you're gonna say speak on it, because she said that shit registered trademark. I guess that was like a jab at Porsha because Porsha ass had said it in her little whatever the fuck. Like, I didn't even go and investigate or try to see what the fuck she had going on. Oh, she was trying to get ahead of the bullshit type shit. Like, yeah, over her. She hella just fake based. Man, the speak on this be coming through. Speak on this is like the fucking, the little, you know, like on Impractical Jokers where they got that little, them little pop-ups. Like, that's how speak on this be. It's the behind the scenes type shit. Sometimes Candy keep it Bravo and sometimes she keep it funky, boy. But anyway, you strongly encouraged to probably go and check them out if you're going to be keeping up with the remainder of this season or this franchise. You feel me? So anyway, we about to start the review. I see they got Bolo costume up in the rafters, girl, basically. That inauthentic Chanel. Like, honestly, I don't know. I just am not interested. Or, yeah, I'm not interested at all in, like, male strippers. That shit is just, like, it's a no for me, dog. It's a no. Okay, yes, the set is super duper nice. Like, yeah, them chairs look like the chairs from Candy Speak on it, low key. They just, like, I'm noticing that it ain't them because they, you know, like, more wrapped around, you feel me? But the ones Candy got, like, you just sitting right there. It's kind of like a bar stool with a little wrap around or something like that. But yeah, Drew just came out with this little bedazzled thing, ponytail holder type shit. I cannot stand this girl. Why? Like, her tagline should have been, you thought you hated me on the game, bitch. You really about to lose your mind. Because I'm a liar and I'm crazy. And I'm like Phaedra times 2 with the churchiness, but want to be having your ass out on the stripper. Like, okay, nobody even cared, but bitch, you took it there. Like, God, like, she want to throw them hands. She from Chicago. Oh, you a bad hoe. No, Drew, like, you sound very unconvincing. Like, I'm from Chicago. I'll ram you into that gate. Yeah, you had to think of something. Because you just not bamming bitches' head against anything in real life. Like, come on. Now, they on here, they talking about everybody in gang. They little COVID-19 or whatever. Cynthia said she trying to lose all the weight. I'm not mad, Cynthia. I'm right there with you. She said, I'm trying to lose all the weight and get this lion-ass scale up out of here. Man, the scale just be talking so much shit about you behind your back and to your face. That's what's cold. Lies, though. But yeah, okay, so Kenya, why they even had to ask this came up out of nowhere. Like, Angie said, you know, how she lose her weight, and why do she not want to confess to having her bottom done, or if she thinks, I don't know, something about her damn ass. Like, Kenya, you my dog, you're my friend, but you know you got your ass did, and it's fine because it fits you. You a stallion and you needed that. Like, she was very thin, and I ain't gonna say petite, but you know, like, she used to be athletic. Like, she was toned. Yeah, she was toned. I only say athletic because it was like a little bit more muscular than just Michelle Obama arms. Like, it was kind of like Tina Turner status. You feel me? So that's athletic to me. Like, when I seen you on that episode of Marty Marr, I was like, damn, Kenya Moore is athletic. And she didn't have any ass. But now I mean, like, I just don't see you developing like Bloom Blow in your late, you know, 40s or whatever. Like, when she started popping up looking like this, then like pretty much season 11 or 12 is when you just came out with a big ass. I think it was last season. Because prior to, it was just like, you know, you thick, can you? But you didn't have all that. So yeah, they talking about their wedding. When they was playing that clip of Porsha talking about how she picked Dennis and she laying on the floor with, what's her sister girl name? Nigga, with her sister. And throwing her legs up. Kenya that shit was funny. It was making me laugh. Every time her dumb ass say, Brittany, me. Kenya was looking like, yes, bitch, it's funny, but I'm not about to crack no smile at your dumb ass. Because I don't fuck with you. When Kenya Moore don't fuck with you, bitch. When Drew talking about the PSA that Porsha did and was like, as soon as Porsha calls, I was like, what do I need to do? I bet you was. Your ass want to be on the PSA and the fucking SAT too. Okay, so then they get into it with the whole Kenya Porsha, why Porsha didn't invite Kenya to the PSA, da da da. And Kenya my friend, but she just being like, you know, annoying with this because, and really to nip it in the bud, Porsha just could have said the same thing that she said about her getting uninvited, Kenya getting uninvited from her welcome home party type thing, whatever it was. I don't know. Was it a welcome home party? It was her party that she had that Kenya was invited to and got uninvited to. Okay, so all she had to say was the same thing. Like, bruh, I never know, like, where we at. So just to keep it, you know, on a good note, I guess, like, you know, just to play it safe, I didn't invite you to that because I didn't know what terms was on. Kenya probably been like, girl, you could have called me. You could have called me because it's for the cause. So yeah, they still on this. Like, really, Kenya, why would you even want to be involved with Porsha thing if, you know, you don't even think she really about it? Because I guess it's really the principle of the whole thing. You had everybody else damn near from the cast but me. Like, I'm always excluded. I'm Kenya. I'm always excluded. Hello. So yeah, it's the principle of the whole thing. Okay, so now they're talking about the boring stuff, Mark, and if he was really trying to get alimony from her, if he really just misinterpreted New York law, as they say. It sounds like he tried it. Basically, like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can get, because she like, he's not asking for it now. He's not asking for alimony now. But because he tried it initially, like, okay, and then she didn't go through, then he just like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep it pushing then. Tried it. Can't hurt to try. Can't hurt to get your bid in. So yeah, they talking about that. Talking about why Porsha fucking defended or pretty much told Latoya, hey, you better not be telling this girl business around here. And she's like, because Toya was acting crazy. Like, why you just couldn't say because I wouldn't want nobody telling my business around a bunch of fake bitches that don't fuck with me. How about you just had said that? You gonna put it on the person that it didn't even have nothing to do with. Andy messy ass talking about, does Mark still have you blocked? And she's like, no, he doesn't. How many times have he blocked you since then? How would I know? How would somebody know? If you ain't blowing them up like that. His old messy ass, call him right now. Would he answer? Would he? She like, we can. I'm pretty sure that he would answer. Would he? Okay, so somebody wrote in and said that to Kenya, like, she feel like it's Kenya's relationship with her mom is the reason why she get into basically toxic relationships, and Drew over there, like, girl, chill out. Like, you're doing the most. You're doing the most with your strip eyelashes. Okay, so a little bit of mess. So Drew a viewer called Drew out talking about, like, why are you speaking on Kenya's marriage every chance you get where you don't even know where Tampa was when he was in Tampa? What this nigga, Ralph? You don't even know where he was at for 3 days. Drew was looking like this the whole time. Like, who said that? Nah, but yeah, Drew, like, mind your own damn business, pretty much, because Kenya ain't never said shit. You seen her say that too about you in a confessional. Like, you got all of your tea from doing like me, sitting at home, like Candy say, watching like a motherfucking fan, okay? And that's how you know about Kenya ups and downs, just like everybody else, bitch. You been on the YouTube, period. So you feel like you know what you know, or you could speak on some shit just because you watched it play out for what you could see play out, you feel me, on TV. So yeah, Kenya, she just said the most craziest shit when Drew said the most craziest shit, crazy as in irrelevant. Like, she said the whole shit about the whole astray, like, gave the definition of astray, and then was like, all my family is under one roof. Kenya said, how, bitch, when your baby daddy under the roof of jail? Like, that's just some shit you say. Like, it didn't really make sense because, okay, she married to Rhoa now, so we don't expect the baby daddy to live there, but that's just like some shit you say when you just trying to go for a bitch jugular, basically. Okay, so now they back and they talking about Halloween costume gate and Kenya's costume. And Bravo Andy up here talking about, Bravo issued a statement saying they understand how extremely, like, disrespectful it is. Then why y'all didn't check her at the door, you know, like, and let her know when y'all was recording? You know what, you need to rethink that outfit. Y'all done already got into this type of thing with the other Real Housewives franchise. I think it was New Jersey. Like, yeah, well, you could have checked her on the costume. And you wouldn't have, if you was just really that appalled by it in the first place. You let it play, you let it air, you let her, you know, come out here in the costume, and it couldn't have been that bad for you. I mean, you know, like, we understand why it is that bad, but I'm saying, like, y'all just acting like y'all was on it from the jump, and y'all jumped on it once everybody jumped on y'all ass. Okay, so just chill out. Boy, the way Andy be looking when he asking these questions, what heritage is your family? Do you know? And Kenya just really didn't even give no straight answer, boy. She the queen of curveball, okay? She will come up with something to tell your ass. She got that silver tongue. She gonna say, well, I had some aunties that used to live on the reservations. Of what tribe, though, Kenya? Like, damn, like, you could have at least had looked one up before you came on the reunion. That was some of your homework. Do your research. Drew, you need to work on how you looking when nobody's talking to you, okay? First of all, your makeup is caked on like you was prepared for the theater. You know, like, I know that you an actor because you've been acting your ass off this whole season, but don't just sit up there like this. Your ass gonna start needing Restylane very soon, like, if you ain't already started injecting. I mean, like, if you did, you probably wouldn't even be able to do that shit. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, you just over there frowned up when Kenya's talking, like. Yeah, I like what Kenya said, though. It's a custom, not a costume. Porsha jumps in with the whole, you want us to forgive you about you wearing this costume, but you was coming for me when I was talking about the Underground Railroad. Like, really? I just don't see how, like, still, to this day, don't see how Porsha could have not knew that the Underground Railroad wasn't no train making no stops under the ground. It was not a subway, okay? It wasn't no subway, Porsha. And you went to school in the South. Like, I mean, like, I could see in some of these schools where they can choose not to teach Black history or whatnot. Ogden, Salt Lake City, okay? Like, I could see if it was somewhere like that in a certain time frame, like right now. But, like, if you was a kid growing up in the era that Porsha grew up in, like, you definitely got taught Black history. And if you was in the South, you probably got taught Black history, like, all year round. I'm thinking, like, okay, that would make sense. So, yeah, like, your ass is goofy for getting that old, and the blow-up is too real. They done did a flashback of Porsha on Watch What's Happening Live 7 years ago, girl. She looking just like Lauren. Looking just like Lauren, was doing her makeup just like her, too. Like, oh, my God. Porsha, you was slaying now. You was a bad bitch now, though. Okay, so Ken pulling their cards right now. She calling them out on their little Native American costumes, too. And Porsha's sitting there on stuck, like, you know, she's letting it settle in. She called Drew out. Drew like, oh, yes, bitch, I came for you. I did my research. Okay, I did mine. She came for her. And Drew wearing a red dot on her damn forehead with it. That's just like, what? Even if you listen to Jay-Z, you know it's a difference. Red dot or feather, not and. What? And you was standing next to somebody in a nurse costume. It was hashtag Halloween, like Candy said. Drew Sidora lies on the spiznot. She sat there and thought, like, you know what? I'm about to tell her this some shit that got to do with my family. I'm from New Orleans. Like, girl, okay, so I know it's the Creoles down in New Orleans. But I didn't ever know, like, really what the heavy Native American culture was. And, yeah, like, I am trying hard to find a reason to tie in the two. Like, what is you coming for? Why did you say that to say this? No. Drew, we do not believe you, and you definitely need more people. Like, now you making me mad. Okay, so now they back and they on to the cringe gate when they talking about Drew and JoJo meeting old daddy up at the wherever they was at, and just how he wasn't really down for it. He wasn't really down for, I don't even think, like, he's like not interested in being in the show like that. You feel me? Like, every time he comes on, like, you can tell that he's uncomfortable, and it's not nothing against him. He's a kid, you feel me? But it's like, as a parent, you know when your kid is uncomfortable, and you just be like, oh, this shit, yes, it was cringy. So watching him, it just seemed forced. Like, girl, don't let this be a part of your storyline where you sitting up here forcing this little boy to be around his daddy if he's not really ready to take that step. But I mean, I guess, like, I don't know. It just seemed like, honestly, what I thought was gonna happen on that episode, because Drew be lying so much, and you know the word on the curb or from it, shout out to Mama Joyce, the word up in the streets is that she be making up her storyline or her shit fake or whatever. So I'm thinking, like, she probably gonna act like JoJo gonna meet up with the daddy, and the daddy don't never show up. Like, stereotypical shit, okay? You know that happens type shit. So when he actually showed up, I was surprised. Nonetheless, she bringing up the tweet because Andy was about to move on. He, like, I mean, you know, like, I think he actually did say moving right along, but yeah, she jumps in and stops him, like, actually, I wanted to ask Kenya why she felt the need to, you know, why she felt the need to retweet some shit about her child. Okay, Kenya, like, it wasn't about your child, okay, for one. And are you mad at me, or are you mad at everybody on the internet? Because everybody was saying what I retweet. I didn't say it, like, I retweeted. Everybody know that if you retweet some shit, you basically liking it, or you feeling that type of way too. But yeah, so Kenya threw her a little funky ass apology. It's nothing for her to apologize. It's nothing to a boss type shit. Like, she said what needed to be said, and she want to move on from it. But to be honest, Ken, you my friend. But this ain't no different from when Nene called you or said, like, oh, what did she happen to Buffalo? Like, you took that as if she was talking about Brooklyn, okay? The same way that Drew Sidora is up here taking it that because you retweeted something about what she putting her child through, something you thought that should have been on the low, something more private, you feel me, behind the cameras. She's taking it as if it's a direct attack on her kid, okay? The same way that you did when Nene called you a buffalo. It's that simple. Like, I don't know why ain't nobody remembered that, but yeah, like, as soon as I seen that, I'm like, it's the same thing. When Nene said it looked like you having a buffalo, when you swore up and down she was talking about Brooklyn, it never accepted her apology either. Okay, once Nene finally got around to giving one, apology was like, and bitch, what? I still don't fuck with you. Still get out of my face. Because you talked about my kids. You called my kid a buffalo. Oh my God. Now Drew worked up, ready to cry, but never did. Talking about she's just trying to protect her kid from the trauma that he may develop. Like, really, you inflicting it upon him, to be low-key honest, in my opinion. Like, you making him go through a private situation at a young age. You know, like, he's not like some older teenager that you feel like, you know, he can handle this and he can be filmed handling it because he can handle it. Like, yeah, you move funny, Sidora, that's it. And I just don't fuck with you. Like, I really don't want to come off like I'm bashing this girl or just going in too hard on her. But, like, when you just don't like somebody or don't see it for them, you just don't sometimes. Like, some people, it's just something about them. You know, some people is just like, yeah, it's just something about them. Either you like me a little or you don't like me a lot. I don't like this bitch a lot. Like, she is annoying as fuck, fake as fuck. I feel like she's out of place. You don't belong here. The shit you pulled on that gift exchange, please. Like, I get upset when you doing a gift exchange at work and the limit is $25. You feel me? Because I went all out one year for my Secret Santa and I spent in the budget, but they still had hella stuff because I went to Target. You know how during the Christmas time they be having the little gift section, bath bombs, you feel me? The face mask, the eye mask cover, just some of every little thing, a bunch of little cute stuff for the budget. Like, I got a fucking gag gift. You feel me? So I don't appreciate that shit. I got a gag gift. It was like some toilet tissue with Christmas trees and shit on them. Bitch, don't give me nothing like that off of no damn Amazon Prime or shit that ain't nobody even gonna wipe their ass with to keep it so funky. Like, yeah, so I don't fucks with Sidora. When she did the gag gift shift, I knew it was it. When she did that, I'm like, that's it. Done. Okay, and now she want to be coming back talking about how the trauma that Kenya's mother put her through, she need to look at that. Bitch, did I tell you about my mama inflicting any trauma on me? Or were you sitting at home watching like a motherfucking fan and that's how you got your information? Like, stop talking about shit that ain't nobody told you, Drew. Candy with her 2 cents. Candy talking about, I would prefer if we didn't put things in a negative light about each other kids on social media. Like, and Kenya answering to her like she the boss. Like, Candy must get the girls together like Rodney said. Candy is the boss. She's the HBIC. That's who they really answer to and look to and see how to move. Like, she like, okay, bitches, this is how we gonna keep this ship afloat. All of y'all gotta be down to get naked in some, or not naked, but you know, get down to your bare minimums type shit for the dungeon party. All of y'all gotta come with it. Cause you know, what if it was some people like collectively, I mean, I guess people do go to lingerie parties and stuff. But still it'd be like somebody that came in some feet in pajamas, you know? So that's why I'm just looking at it like that. Like, Candy is the boss. Like, low-key, she ain't producing. Disappointed in you? How? Like, girl, who am I to be disappointing you? What the? So if you were wrote in and asked Drew if she felt like Ralph was being or was possibly with another woman when he was out in Tampa for 3 days and didn't nobody know it. And she talking about, you know, that crossed my mind, but I ain't never really thought that he would be unfaithful. Like, he ain't show no signs or symptoms. And Candy sitting over there looking like, doing all the eyeballs and eye rolls like, bitch. Now she talking about that Ralph then brought into counseling. He printed off some receipts, basically. Like, girl, anybody with a Adobe editor could do that. Anybody with any type of, you know, like, gumption can do that. Like, what the hell? Anybody could have came with some receipts. Like, what kills it is, though, is like, why did you wait so long to bring it? Like, why did you have to wait until you needed to motherfucking go to counseling to be talking about if it really happened like that? Because we know that Drew lies on the spot. But, like, why would you wait to bring up some proof? Like, he showed me on his watch where he was doing da-da-da. Like, did he? Because I just don't even believe that it's true to begin with. Like, I seen Funky Dineva talking about, he had said, like, you know, Ralph is in the tech world, so he's slick enough to just edit something or fix something up to show her to where she she would believe, like it would be facts, you know, like he would come with some receipts that she would be believing. Like I really don't feel like he came with anything. I think that this is just like a made up storyline, and that's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's my storyline, bitch, and I'm sticking to that one. So Andy asked Mistress Angel, Candy, you know, like, it doesn't look like you're buying it. And she's like, it's not for me to buy. It's really not. It's not for me to buy. Damn, the shade. Drew, how you feel? She's saying, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Then he go around and ask Candy if this was Taj, you know, what the vibes will be basically. And she like, shit, all hell would break loose. You know that Candy, I mean, just remember the pillow talk party, okay? I will drag you up in this motherfucking Todd is small enough for her to do it. I believe. Oh my God, now Ralph is up here talking about, you know what, I apologize to her though. When Candy like, what took you so long to come up with the information then, nigga, if you had it all this time? I apologize to my wife about that. She's like, say it again, babe. Like, y'all as a couple is cringe. Oh God, now they talking about Kenya complimenting Ralph's handsomeness. I mean, I feel like Ralph is cool. I'm not personally attracted to him, but like I could see why people think that he's just like handsome or like, yeah, I just really don't see it for him though. All like the total package is a turn off. Might be a cute face, but he just seemed like a certain type of thing. Okay, so they read off the comment and basically Andy was like, okay, who are you talking about? To Drew. And Drew like, bitch, who is you talking about? Kenya said, you're not talking about me. Okay, because I said it one time that he's cute. Like, girl, the only reason they even bringing this up is because you seen what happened to Phaedra. I mean, you seen what happened with Kenya and Apollo. She like, even yesterday, she was like, oh, you're wearing my favorite color. Okay, there ain't no compliment. She said that nigga had on their favorite color. Like, if you felt some kind of way, you could have said something then. I don't know, if it was me and somebody said that my man was fine, I'd be like, okay, bitch, and I know. Like, that's why I got him. Duh. Like, that's why I got him. Like, the joke's on you type shit. Like, wouldn't you want to get you one type shit? Like, you taking it all the wrong way. You're showing your insecurities. And although we all have them, it's not necessary for you to put them, you know, like up front like that. Like, and act like you have the perfect marriage. Like, you just wouldn't even feel threatened if you knew that that was really your man like that. Like, okay, I don't give a fuck. Like, you call this nigga cute all you want to, bitch. That's my man. Like, that's how I see it. But you feel some kind of way because your nigga was in Tampa. And shout out to Latoya Forever. She said, your man want a bitch that look like me. Look like me. Look like me. Okay. So chill out, Sidora, trying to come for Kenya just because she got a history of flirting and jumping in pools with the castmates' husband type shit. Latoya about to come out, Andy done went in her dressing room and she, you know, she getting made up or whatever. He like, I heard you're sick. What is it? And she like, it's a kidney infection. He like, oh my God. So it's a kidney infection. Okay, damn. I didn't know what it was. Let me tell you something about, let me pause this real quick. Okay, because I'm going to tell you something about Latoya Forever. When she first came on the show, like before the season even started, I just already did not like her because I heard that she was trying to like get at Nene on something. I don't know. It was like they had some type of going back and forth on the Instagram, internet period, Twitter, I don't know where the little beef was, but supposedly they had words type shit, like she was coming for her. Like, I'm not even like no Nene fan like that, but it was just like, girl, you new to the show. So you just gonna go for like, you know, an OG of the show just to get your clout up? That's how I felt. And so when I seen her come onto the show, she already didn't kind of, you know, she had like one foot in the grave with me. I was already like, bad taste in my mouth. I don't like this bitch. Then she came on acting all extra and doing the most, but Sidora was so much worse when she was coming for her with the whole Prophet Lot shit that it like switched the way that I feel about LaToya. And it's like, she cool. I would hang around her before I would hang around Drew Sidora. Like, I would fucks with LaToya in real life because she got a cool personality. You know, she seem fun. She do drink too much, or she just can't hold her liquor, basically. Like, I'm a lightweight too, but I don't drink. Like, I just don't. It tastes nasty. Like, I mean, if it's a fruity alcoholic beverage, then that's something cool. If it's a cocktail, right, then I have one of those. But, yeah, like, I can't kick it with a Drew Sidora type. Drew's that fucking annoying that she made me stop liking her ass and start fucking with Toya. Like, liking her, you know? Because you came with all the fake shit. You fake and you phony. So while they still backstage, LaToya hit up Kenya like, why this bitch send somebody up in my room with some vitamin C talking about, oh, Drew Sidora heard you was sick. She like, basically like, I don't even fuck with you, girl. How you gonna send some people up in here on your behalf for me? Like, what? Get up out my hotel room. And so, yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck is that all about, girl? You doing too much. You doing too much. She said like she feel like she's trying to be funny and it's not funny. You know, LaToya talk. But anyway, like, she's coming out, she walking out, and she's slaying. Like, I don't know why she was covering up her stomach or holding her stomach, holding her midsection in the photos that Bravo released when they was doing the little, you know, that when they was doing the reveal of what they was wearing type shit. Like, I don't know why she was doing that. Like, she looking good. Now Drew talking about she didn't even send nobody up in there. And she did that on her own. She's gone. Like, girl, why would your assistant, Ralph's barber, whoever, I don't know if it was a man or a lady. Not that a lady can't be a barber, okay? I'm just saying, like, I'm confused, to be quite honest. But yeah, how you gonna say that they just did that on their own? They did that and you didn't tell them? LaToya like, oh really? Are you gonna put that on Jesus? Like, are you, Drew? Like, I just cannot. She came out talking about, what she say? Yeah, I'm here with all my girls and SpongeBob. Like, Drew, I mean, shit, LaToya's on your motherfucking neck. That's just it. I hope that LaToya comes back for another season, okay? But other than that, I'm looking forward to reunion part 2. I wonder if it's gonna be 3 parts. Most likely, because it just always is. But the only reason that I'm wondering is because, like, this season really wasn't founded on shit. You feel me? So I feel like everything that needs to be addressed could be done so in another 1-hour episode of the reunion. So we'll see if they come back with 2 or 2 and 3. Okay? See you in the next one, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, leave me some comments. I'd like to see what y'all would have to say about my commentary and my review of this Real Housewives reunion, whatever. Anyway, I'm about to go.